Hi there, friends. It's Miss Tiffany from the Butler Area Public Library, and I'm here with another Library 101 video. Library 101 is a series where we explore topics related to the Butler Library specifically, libraries in general, and information science. Today, we are going to take another deep dive into the DDC, or the Dewey Decimal Classification System. Today's deep dive explores the 500s section of the Dewey Decimal System, which includes topics related to science and math. Remember, the Dewey Decimal System is broken up into different sections called the hundreds, and then each hundreds section is broken up into smaller sections. The Dewey Decimal System goes from general to specific. So the 500 section of the Dewey Decimal Classification System covers all topics related to science and math. And we are going to look at how that breaks down throughout the 500s. So first, we have 500. That's 500.00 to 509.99 into infinity. And this is general works of science. Remember, we said it goes from general to specific. So of course, we're going to start with general works. This includes overall resources related to scientific topics, including encyclopedias of science, dictionaries of scientific terms, and other broad general scientific resources. Next, we have the 510s. That's 510 to 519.99 into infinity, and this is where we find topics related to mathematics. So if you are looking up any STEM-related information that focuses specifically on math, different types of math, different functions within math, whether it's addition, subtraction, multiplication, or about mathematicians, this is the area that you would look in. You would look in the 510s for mathematics. Next, we have the 520s. That's 520 to 529.99 into infinity. And this is where we will find topics of astronomy. So astronomy is the study of space. That includes information about stars, planets, satellites like the moon, but it also includes things like astronauts and other space vehicles, information about space stations. So anything related to astronomy, things like information on our solar system, would be located in the 520s section. Next, we have the 530s. That's 530 to 539.99 into infinity. And this is where you will find topics related to physics. So physics is a branch of science that studies things like mechanics and how sound and light work. This is where we study laws of motion, and it's also where we study things regarding electricity. Next, we have the 540s. That's 540 to 549.99 into infinity. And this is where we find topics of chemistry. So chemistry is the study of matter and the components that make matter up, including the different forms of matter and how different particles of matter interact with each other. So if you were looking for information about the periodic table of elements or some elements specifically, you would find it in the 540s chemistry section. The next section is the 550s. That's 550 to 559.99. And this is where you find information on earth sciences. So earth sciences is the study of the earth, including geology, information about different types of rocks, volcanoes, land masses. All of that would be found in geology, which is in the 550s. Next, we have one of the most popular areas of the 500 section for the children's department. We have the 560s. That's 560 to 569.99 into infinity. And this is where you find information about paleontology. So paleontology is the study of dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals, includes information about fossils and the different prehistoric periods. Next, we have the 570s. That's 570 to 579.99 into infinity. And this is where we'll find information about life science, also known as biology. Biology is simply the study of living organisms and how they function. Next, we have the 580s. That's 580 to 589.99 into infinity. And this is where we will find information related to botany. So botany is the study of plants. If you were looking for books on a specific type of flower or tree, you would find it in the 580 section because that is where we find information on botany. And last but definitely not least, because it covers a lot of different information, we have the 590s. That's 590 to 599.99 into infinity. And this is where we find materials about zoology. So, zoology is specifically the study of animals, and it's where we learn about different types of animal families. It's where we learn different traits of animals. What is a mammal? What is a reptile? So anything specifically animal science related, you will find in the 590s because that is where we find zoology. I hope you found this deep dive into the 500 section of the Dewey Decimal Classification System helpful. I've created a worksheet that goes along with this video, and you can find it linked in the description below. Please let me know if you have any questions about anything or if you would like to suggest topics for future Library 101 videos. My email information will be included in the description as well. Thanks so much for watching and happy reading.